Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'll be doing another example of a covariance and correlations problem in probability. A number of students took the SAT subject test for history and math. Bruce scored a 580 in history and 570 in math. Diane scored a 610 in history and 650 in math. Josh scored a 750 in history and 700 in math. And Olivia scored a 540 in history and 800 in math. What is the correlation between the history and math scores? This is another example of a covariance and correlations problem. So in this problem here, we're trying to figure out what the correlation is between the history and math scores. So let me write down the formula for correlation. Let me denote P of xy is equal to the covariance of xy over the square root of the sum of variance of x and variance of y. And the correlation is always between -1 and 1, meaning that it is a measure of how related x and y are. And basically the correlation between two random variables x and y is denoted by this. P of xy is the covariance divided by the product of the standard deviations of x and y. So it's variance of x times variance of y. So first, we need to find the expectation of x and y. So let x be the history score and y be the math score. First, let me figure out math scores. You have 580 plus 610 plus 750 plus 540. So that would be 620 if you simplify. Now for the math. And we would get here, we would get 680. Now I have to figure out the variance of the history and math scores. So let me work with the histories. It'll be 580 minus 620 squared plus 610 minus 620 squared plus 750 minus 620 squared plus 580 minus 620 squared. And simplifying from here, we get 6250. Now let me figure out the variance for y now. And simplifying from here, we get the variance of y is equal to 6,950. So we figure out the variance for x and y, or in other words, the variance for the history scores and the math scores. And now let me figure out the covariance of x and y. So that would be 1 over 4 so it'll be 580 minus 620 times 570 minus 680 plus 610 minus 620 times 650 minus 680 plus 730 minus 620 times 700 minus 680 plus 540 minus 620 times 800 minus 680. And simplifying from here, we get the covariance of xy is equal to negative 2300. Now we figure out what the variance of x, variance of y, and the covariance of x and y. So now we could plug in all of those numbers to find the correlations between the history and math scores. Let me write here. So P of xy is equal to negative 2300 over the square root of 620 times 680. And simplifying from here, I get negative 0.3490. So the correlation between the history and math scores is negative 0.3490. And this is another example of a covariance and correlations problem in probability.